everyone, today I've got The Legend of Tarzan movie review. The legend comes to life on the big screen to transport audiences to the jungle. But is it what people expect it to be? As far as the story goes, Harry Potter director David Yates directs this Warner Brothers film, which is adapted from the story of Tarzan. And unlike what Disney has done in the past, this steers closer to what was written in the novel by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and that means it is darker. There are definitely some more mature themes going on, and it's probably not entirely for kids to see, but maybe kids can still see it and enjoy it as well. And it definitely gives a different look into this title character's life. Someone we don't exactly see right away swinging through vines in the jungle, but in England, where he is married to Jane, and you see this life outside of Africa and into this world of men instead of gorillas and other awesome animals. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Alexander Skarsgård, who plays Tarzan, but then he also refers to himself as John Clayton, and I'm thinking, Clayton, hey, isn't it that bad guy that was in the Disney animated Tarzan film? So I wonder if that was a nod to that. I didn't read the book, so I don't know what that was all about, but I found that to be really interesting, that of course he had to change his name to something more human-like, and I thought he looked really good as Tarzan, especially with that body. I mean, he definitely put himself in this performance, and not just the look, just by the way he was acting and the things that he was doing. So I really liked seeing a new interpretation of this character. We've got Margot Robbie, who plays Jane, who is married to Tarzan, and I'm kind of wishing that we actually got to see all of that going on. And I really liked her character because she was tough, she was sweet, she was kind, and she's definitely someone you probably wouldn't want to underestimate, even if she looks so sweet and innocent. And I just really loved her interactions with Alexander Skarsgård, and of course their chemistry in the film, which I could have seen a lot more, but there was this one scene that I was definitely like, okay, that's hot. I love it. And then you've got these other supporting characters like Christoph Waltz, who plays the main bad guy. So he's kind of Clayton-esque, but he, has a different agenda, and he wants to hold people captive. He wants to take something from the jungle and make these trade deals and all that stuff. And it was just really crazy to see the lengths he would go to be evil. But we all know that, he can pull off that type of character, so I definitely was sold on that. And then you've got Samuel L. Jackson, who actually plays a real-life character in this film, George Washington Williams, and I thought that his character was really interesting, and also his interactions with Alexander Skarsgård and helping him out while in the jungle and seeing all these different animals I thought were really cool, and I just thought he was also a hero all on his own. So I really liked this side of him and his acting. The things that I did like about this movie, obviously I loved the stunning visuals. It just looked really incredible. The production design and the cinematography was really well done, and seeing all the different animals. Even the stampede scene, I thought it looked a little bit off, but then again, I got over it because I was just impressed with all the different animals they came up with for this film. And then you've got the darker themes, like seeing exactly what happened to Tarzan's parents and how all of that went down. That was a little bit different than what I was used to seeing, but I thought that was really cool, and how that sort of correlates with how Tarzan's supposed to interact with people and even the gorillas. I also wish that that backstory was also explored a little bit more. However, things that I didn't really like about this movie, there was this back and forth storytelling that I really found hard to follow, and especially trying to figure out where the timeline was exactly set at. Was it starting from the future into the past and then going back into the future? It didn't really make sense to me, so I was a little bit lost on that. Although this movie does excel with the visuals, I would have preferred to see more than hear the narrative going on and just seeing exactly like, something happened between Tarzan and Jane when they were together, but I wanted to see that instead of hear it. I thought that would have been just really interesting as far as filmmaking goes. So overall, I would say that The Legend of Tarzan was a pretty interesting film, and I'm wondering why it has such a low score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that I really pay attention to that, but I still feel like it was a good film. It may not have been a great film, but at least it was decent to watch, and I would definitely watch it again in the future. So I would recommend seeing this film. I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Legend of Tarzan. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.